Good morning everyone. So here is the lab exercise for week 14. In this lab exercise we are going to configure the wireless access point, how to connect our devices to the wireless access point and how to do the changes to the wireless access point. So let's look into it. Now if you see in this topology we have a router. The router is there are two access points. These two access points, they are attached to the router with the help of the copper cables, copper crossover cables. And now we have created two subnets, left subnet and right subnet. On the left subnet with this access point 0, I have attached a laptop and I have attached a PC. On the subnet on the right hand side, I have attached two laptops. So we are going to create these two configurations. Alright, add two access points devices and connect them to router using crossover cables. Then add some hosts into the LAN and we will change the Ethernet interface into the, okay, let me just first of all start with the router. Okay, I will first of all add a router. If you see the router over here is a router PT, you can check the name. This one, generic router. So this is router PT. According to the you can see the name, which type of device has been used in the topology by just checking the name, router PT. Because if you see over here, when I click on 1941, it says 1941. Another generic, it says router PT MT. So router PT, this generic device. The first thing is I have to configure the interface of the router. So if you see, I have two interfaces over here. Alright, let me just attach two wireless access points first. I go to a switch. Now which type of wireless access point? It's access point PT, right? So if you see over here, let me go to the routers. Sorry, here, wireless devices, and I have access point PT, this one, the first generic one. You can check the name, access point PT. So this is under the wireless devices. So access point PT, second one is access point PTA, access point AC. According to the figure, it's access point PT. I attach these two devices. Now what I am going to do, I am going to connect these two access point devices to the router with the help of the copper crossover cable. So here is the copper crossover cable. From here, access point PT, I will go to the fast Ethernet. Alright, now I will do the same thing with the second access point device, copper crossover cable. I'll put it on port 0, there is only one port, and now fast Ethernet 10. So these are the ports I have used. Now the first thing that I will do, I will configure the router. So the name is router 0. Now what I will do, both the interfaces I have to configure. I have to assign the IP address, enable, configure terminal, then interface, fast Ethernet 00, IP address according to the figure is 192.168.1.1, followed by the subnet mask 255.255.255.0. No shutdown, so it's up. Right, now if you see in the figure 192.168.1.1. Alright, I will do the same thing with the second interface, exit, again interface, fast Ethernet, it's 1.0, 1/0, IP address is 192.168.2.1, followed by subnet mask 255.255.0, and then no shutdown. So it's done. I'll press exit over here. I will close this. I'll go back to my topology and check. If you see, the red lights have been changed to the green lights. When I bring my cursor over here, both the interfaces, fast Ethernet 00 and 10, they have changed to up. So that means my router has been configured. Now what I need to do, I need to add a laptop and I need to add a PC over here. So I need to add the end devices. We will configure the access point later. So we have added 2 access points. Now I am going to add the host to the LAN and I am going to configure the LAN. Alright, so adding the host to the LAN, network device, end devices. So it's a laptop PT. If you see over here, it's a laptop PT here. Then I have a generic PC. Then I have laptop PT here, laptop PT here. Now what I need to do, I need to configure their IP addresses, and I need to, first of all, I need to configure their interfaces. I don't need an Ethernet interface. Ethernet interface is used for the wired connection. I'm using a wireless connection, so I will, while configuring, I will replace the Ethernet interface to 802.11 interface. I will remove the Ethernet adapter and I will add an adapter, wireless adapter Linksys WPC3. Alright, so let me just show you side by side also. Let me just click on PC first of all, because laptops will be similar. I will be explaining a laptop at the same time. Let me just move it here. Okay, so PC. This PC is 0. Alright, now when you go down, this is the PT host NM. If you see PT host NM 1CFE. Alright, let me go over here and let me check. So this is a wireless interface suitable. Now this one, when I click on this interface is some another interface. Now what do I have to add? I have to add, going back to here, now what we need to do, we need to replace the Ethernet interface with the 802.11 wireless interface. Alright, so this is the Ethernet interface, and 802.11, which interface? Linksys WPC. Now there are many, you will find many wireless adapters. Now the one that we have to use is Linksys interface. Now if you see over here, it's given here WPC300N module. So here I have WMP300N. I can use this. So what will I do? I will first of all, I need to switch off my PC. From here I can switch off my PC. I will remove this adapter here. This has been replaced. I will click on WMP3 and bring it over here. So I have configured the wireless. WMP300N module provides wireless interface suitable for the connection to the wireless network. So after configuring the wireless interface, I will switch on this PC. So I have switched on this PC. Now what's the next point? I have to, let me just configure the interfaces, then I will go to the IP addresses. So I will do for everyone, then I will go to assign the IP addresses. I will do the same thing for the laptops also. So let me close it. I'll go to the laptop, open the laptop. Now for the laptop, if you see this one, alright, for the laptop it's Linksys WPC300N. If you see, this is what mentioned over here, WPC300N, but for the PC it is a different name, a slightly different name. What will I do? I will remove the fast Ethernet interface. This is NM1CFE. NM1CFE is your fast Ethernet interface. So I will remove this interface and I will add WPC300N. So first of all, I need to switch off. So switch it off. If you don't switch it off, it will say that it's not switched off. Okay, so I will switch it off, then I will click here, I will bring this module here, done. Then I will switch on my PC, I will close it. Same thing I will do with my other laptops. So if you see, it has connected, but later we are going to assign their IP addresses. Don't worry don't worry until this point now. So same thing I will do over here. Now if you see, I have not switched off. I will just try to do it. Can't remove a module when a power is on. So I will switch off the power. I will take off the module. I will click over here, assign the module here, and then I will switch on my PC. Done. Same thing I will do with the laptop 2 also. So I will first of all switch it off, take off this module, click on WPC300N, then put the module here, then switch on my PC. It's done. Alright, so it has been done now. Don't worry for the access points right now, how they are attached. This is how it shows to which access points they have been attached. Alright, don't worry. First of all, let's configure the IP addresses now. Now this is 192.168.1.2 and the default gateway is 192.168.1.1, and for these two laptops the default gateway is 192.168.2.1. So let's configure it. Let me configure for this IP configuration. So it's a static, and the IP address is 192.168.1.2. Subnet mask will come automatically, and the default gateway is 192.168.1.1. Alright, so I just close it. Then I go to this PC. I configure its IP. So it's static 192.168.1.3 and subnet mask. And for the default gateway, what I do, I just make it 192.168.1.1. Sorry, .1.1. Alright, so it's done. Both of all these are done. Both these are configured. Now for this laptop, I will configure its IP address. Static 192.168.2.2, and the default gateway is 192.168.2.1. Alright. Similarly, I will configure this also. Static 192.168.2.3 and default gateway is 192.168.2.1. So it's done. If you see, it's done now. Alright. Now access points have been configured, but they are like working like a cross access point. It doesn't matter over here. I will just attach to them, configure the SSID, then it will be over. But first of all, let's check the connectivity. For example, if I try to send a packet, okay. Alright, let me just try to check whether both of them are reachable or not. It's failed. Let me just check it again. Alright, let me just check whether it can ping the router or not. Again, it's failed. Doesn't matter. Let's first of all configure the SSID. SSID we have to configure. Now SSID is service set identifier, and the primary purpose is to give a name and a password to secure it, so that our wireless network is secured. So we will assign SSID to each of the identifier. Now how to assign SSID to each of these, like in your home, in your wireless access, you have a name and again you have a password. Same thing I will assign it. I'll go to this access point 0. Then what will I do? I will go to config, and port 0 I don't want to configure, port 1. Now if you see over here, port 1, let me just show you what are the things you have to do here. Port 1, I will make a WEP key, and this is 10 digits long. So I can make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 0. And I can give it a name, for example first sub. Alright, so first sub, I have given it a name. Now what will I do? I will go to the laptop and I will assign this laptop to this access point, the first access point. I'll go to laptop, I'll go to its PC wireless. Then what will I do? In the connect, what will I do? I will try to click on connect. So first sub, I want to connect this to the first sub, this access point. I will select this first sub and then click on connect. I will write the key over here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 0. Then I will click on connect. So if you see, it has been connected. Alright, same thing I will do to the PC to PC also, because I will connect to this access point 0. I'll go to PC, click on PC wireless and then click on connect and click on connect here. So I will select the first sub, click on connect. Here I will put the key 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 0. It should be 10 digits. Then I'll click on connect. It has been connected, right? Okay, now I will do the same thing. I will assign a SSID to this access point. So SSID is your secure identifier key, secure identifier, just like your name and password. So I'll go to this access point. I'll do the same thing. Go to the config, port number 1. Port number 1, I will use, you can use any authentication, WEP key. I'm not going to go in detail of these type of keys. So I will select WEP. And what is the key? Let me just press 10 times 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And here I give the name second subnet or second sub, anything. Alright, now if you see, their connectivity has been removed because after I have provided the SSID to my access point. So what will I do? Now I will configure these laptops. Let me just check for the laptop here. The IP has been changed. I think I have to assign the IP again. Alright, I go to this laptop. I go to the PC. I go to connect. From here, I will select second sub, connect. And I'll press 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Connect. So if you see, it has been connected to this. Same thing I will do here. I guess their IP configurations have been changed. Normally it happens like this. So I have to do it again. Connect and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. You can choose any number. Okay. Then I have just connected it. It has been connected. Let me just configure their IP addresses. Let me check. So if you see, it has been changed. 192.168.1.2 and it was 192.168.1.1. Same thing I will do here. You can change the IP addresses later, not in the first step. 192.168.1.3 and here 192.168.1.1. Done. Alright, so same thing I will do over here also. I will change their IP static 192.168.2.2. default gateway 192.168.2.1. So same thing I'll do here. IP configuration static 192.168.2.3 and 192.168.2.1. So it's done. Now let's check the connectivity. Alright, let me just delete it. Let me first of all try to ping these systems successful in the same area from laptop 2 to laptop 1. You can use the ping command also. I will use the ping command also. Then from this PC to this PC, it's also successful. You can see here in the bottom. Then if I try to send from laptop 1 to PC 0, let me just check it. Laptop 1 to PC 0, it's failed. I have to check it. Okay, let me just try to do from laptop 2 to laptop 0. It's also failed. Let me try to. Okay, let's try with the ping command. Okay, ping 192.168.2.2. it's working with the ping command. If you see from laptop 0, I can ping this one. Alright, let me try again to send from here to here. So it's successful. If you see here, it is successful. If you see, it's successful from laptop 1 to laptop 0. Similarly, I can try with the ping command from laptop 2 to PC 0. Let me just try it. Ping 192.168.1.3. so it's pinging. Alright, even I can try with the packet data unit PDU. Alright, let me just delete all these scenarios so that you can see it. From here, laptop 2 to PC 0, it's successful. It's pinging. Alright, let me just try to ping the router from laptop 2 to this router. It's successful. Let me try to ping the router from PC 0 to this router. It's successful. So my connectivity is fine. This is the way we can configure the with the wireless access points with the using a router and using a laptop and using a PC. So thank you so much.